What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Former Aurora, Colorado police officer Levi Hogtied sat before a civil service committee to explain why is it that a woman ended up in the back seat of his patrol car upside down on her head, begging for her life. Surprisingly, he actually admitted that there were some things that he could have done differently. He said that, yeah, he could have handled it better. Damn. Surprised the hell out of me. But he's still begging for his job back. Off rip. No job. We can't trust you. You did it once, you'll do it again. We can't trust you. Being a police officer is a very, very serious job. It ain't nothing to play with. It's not like showing up for work late. It's not like you can make a mistake and just say, oops. No, you're dealing with human beings. Lives are at stake. Now, the chief of police saw the video of Shantea Kelly inverted in the back seat, well, on the floor. She was riding for 21 minutes. At some point, she fell. She slipped from the seat of the car. They had a hogtied in the back seat. And she slipped and ended up inverted. Ended up like on her head in the back seat. Well, you know, on the back floorboard. And she's begging for her life. She's like, you know, please, please, please. You know, please, officer, please. I don't want to die like this. Don't let me die. At some point, she even called him master. She actually submitted and said, master, like she was a slave or something. She said, master. Fam, I understand she was desperate. I ain't calling no motherfucking master. I don't give a damn what. If it go down, it go down. I'm not calling nobody master. I don't even call people boss. I don't say that. Boss. I don't call COs boss. Anytime I ever been caught up and I had to be inside, I never called them boss. I call them by their name. Or I call them deputy, officer. That's it. That's it. Call them, man, boss. Boss. Sound like a damn slave. I saw a lot of dudes in there, especially black dudes in there, calling them boss. Hey, boss, boss. Yeah. Now, here's the deal. It's important that I cover this whole story. Now, this officer said that the woman was unruly. He answered a call at a park. That's where he arrested her at a park because she was drunk. Something about some fighting going on, but she was drunk and they hit her with the taser. It had little to no effect. So he arrested her. And at some point, he decided that he wanted to hog tie her because he said that she was trying to escape. But there's only one little problem with that. The doors do not open from the inside. So it was impossible for her to escape. So prosecutor dropped all charges against her and they fired, you know, the chief of police fired the officer. I don't trust this officer. Okay, She cussed him out. Oh, she talked about him like a dog. Talked about him and his mama and his daddy and his children and his wife. She's like, I hope I think she said, I hope they die or something. She was talking real reckless, real reckless. Goes back to the same thing that make you laugh and make you cry. Because I personally believe, even though the officer was wrong, she facilitated that. She actually put herself in that position, I do believe. Had she not said all of that and was doing all that, you know, trying to act like she was trying to get out or whatever, then dude wouldn't have taken it that far. But in any event, it don't matter. What he did was illegal. What he did was a crime. What he did was inhumane. And if you're a police officer and you can't stand someone cussing you out, you don't need to be a police officer, because everybody is not going to comply like that. Everybody is not going to give you that type of respect right off the rip. Sometimes, man, people be out of their minds. Sometimes you have people that really have mental conditions and they spit and they cuss and they kick and all kinds of things. You can't just take somebody's life or put somebody's life in jeopardy like that. The chief of police said the reason why this guy was not, well, the prosecutor said the reason why this guy was not brought up on charges was because the woman didn't die. She wasn't severely injured and she didn't die. So that tells me that, well, maybe like it's impossible to bring them up on charges unless somebody dies or is severely injured. Other than that, you can whoop ass all day long. You can treat people any kind of way all day long. What if you and I could get away with stuff like that? What if we could just swing on our neighbors, swing on our co-workers and people that we don't like? We can just swing on them, hit them in the head with a bat or whatever. Well, that would leave a severe injury. But what if we could just slap them or spit on them or, you know, do whatever we want to. As long as we don't severely injure them, we don't get charged criminally. How much sense does that make? It makes zero sense. His ass should be in jail, not just fired. But you know, that's how they do. Chief of police tried to come across as sympathetic. Well, I looked at the video and it was appalling. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, you know, I just started like, I never seen anything like that. And it's just not what we're about. Yeah, it's what you're about. Once again, you got caught. Aurora Police Department, they got a problem, a serious problem over there with racism. They're always getting caught up doing racist stuff. So, yeah, it's a culture. It's not an isolated situation. So that's why I'm not buying it. That woman was hogtied. On her head, she rolled for about 21 minutes on her head to the police station, begging for her life. At any moment, she could have died. The cop totally ignored her pleas. I mean, didn't respond one time, just kept driving. Fam, these people, man, I'm inclined to say most of them. Most of them, man, they're not human. They're just not. I don't know what school they go to, where they get their training from, what kind of movies they watch, you know, film clips that they're watching that brainwashes them into being indoctrinated like they are. But then again, it's not just the academy. It starts before the academy. Because if you are a person who is in touch with your humanity and you got a good spirit, if you went to the police force and you had on your mind that you were going to do right by the people, you would do right by the people, period. When you see things that go on in the police department that ain't right, you're going to speak out. You're going to say something. You're going to do something. You're not going to go along to get along. That's what cowards do. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.